What's going on, guys? This is Dynasty3890 here. Welcome back to another MLB 18 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. Today we're working on budget first baseman. We did budget catchers already, where basically they either cost a couple thousand stubs or less to either create, make, or buy off the auction house. I'm going to give you guys my top 5 in descending order from 5 down to 1 of the best budget first baseman in this episode. You guys seem to enjoy the catcher one, so I'm giving you the first base. We'll probably do all positions, so if you want to make a budget team or you just can't find a good option at a certain position and you're like, I don't want to spend a lot of stubs, let me just get a guy who can hold over pretty well. These guys are pretty darn good, I'm not going to lie. They can be on anyone's team. These first basemen are pretty good. If you guys need some cheap power, you're going to find it here at first base. There's not going to be a lot of speed in this. There's probably not going to be great defense. There won't be high contact. There will be high power. That's a little bit of a hint from moving forward in the video. Now, before I go any further, guys, if you are new to the channel and you are enjoying the content, do me a solid, hit that subscribe button so you guys do know when I go live every single day with at least one new MLB 18 The Show video. But let's get right into it in the list with number 5. Alright, at number 5, we have breakout Chris Carter. Now, you get this through just the programs. If you go to first base, you're going to find this card. You're going to find a couple other cards, just a little sneak preview, a little spoiler for what you're going to see in a little bit. But you get it through there. All you have to do is just like add Astro play or add first baseman, like an Astros hat and like an Astros souvenir. I don't know. It's something really easy. I did it a long time ago. It takes no time, takes like no stubs, and you get yourself the Chris Carter. I haven't even done the mission for him because you need to get like a walk and an RBI in the same game, and I suck at walking. So I haven't technically finished the mission and got the souvenir for the program, but I have the card, and that's all it really takes. Now, he has light tower power, I like to say, 90 versus right, 91 versus left. Now, his vision's not great, discipline's good, the contact's not great, the fielding's not good. If you just want power, he's not a bad option. Would I recommend starting him? Maybe on an event, maybe on a Battle Royale team. I think realistically, though, he's a good bench power bat. You want someone just to come in. You need to hit a home run in the 9th inning. You're down by a run. You have the pitcher spot up. This is a great dude to bring in to hit if you are rocking on a budget or you don't have a lot of stubs or you just don't want to spend a lot of stubs on a bench bat. Here you go, Chris Carter. He comes in at number 5 on the list. Number 4, we have Mark Reynolds. Now, he's technically a third baseman, but he does have a secondary position of first, so we can use him on this list. And he is just like how with Chris Carter, it's a mission. If you go to third base, he's one of the new ones you have to get. Like, you have to, I think, put a Diamondbacks equipment, or a souvenir, excuse me. You then have to get like 10 fielding assists with third baseman, and then you have to feed some third baseman live series cards. Very, very, very easy to do, and you get this beast. Now, he is like Chris Carter, high power, low vision, not great contact, but he is better in terms of power versus right, barely worse power versus left, better contact, better fielding, a better arm. For first base, arm doesn't matter. Because he is naturally a third baseman in this, so the fact he has the arm, that could help for that. But for first base, it's a moot point. How often do you throw? Maybe once a game you throw to second base, you throw home, or you throw to third. It's very rare first baseman throw that often, so the arm I don't care about, but it's there just in case. Can't hurt. But he's just a little bit better than Chris Carter, and for me, at least when I used him, the ball does jump off Reynolds' bat. It kind of just explodes off him. He does have quirks of Bomber and Walker, so he excels at hitting home runs, and yeah, he does. So if you want another alternative for a power bat, now Chris Carter could play outfield, Reynolds can play third and first, so maybe just that could be a personal preference. If you don't have a backup third baseman, you can use Reynolds, or if you really need a backup outfielder, maybe use Chris Carter. But all things equal, Reynolds is slightly better than that Chris Carter in my opinion. At number 3, we have Sean Rodriguez. Now, again, you get him through the mission. If you just go to first base, he's a silver card there, and it's just like the other ones, just some live series card, a Pittsburgh Pirate, like souvenir, and I can't remember what the other part was. It's very easy. Like I said, I did this probably like the first week the game came out, and he's a really good card. Take a look at all the positions he can play first off. He's a first baseman by trait, can play second, third, short, left, center, right. He can play anywhere but catcher. That gives me huge bonus points. The fact he can play anywhere is incredibly nice. You have to do a double switch. You need to just move someone around. Sean Rodriguez can hit, and he can play all those positions. Will he play them well? Probably not, but he's not going to be a liability, I would say. 68 fielding's not great. I wouldn't put him at short with like that 60 arm or third at 60 arm. First base, that's fine. Second base, that's fine. Left field, that's fine. With 45 speed, I wouldn't put him in center or right with a lack of arm. But I think, he can play there for like an inning. You can probably get away with it. For a full game, that's pushing your luck. But now back to the hitter part of him. He has not as much power as Reynolds or Carter, but he has better contact versus left, and I think slightly better or equal the contact versus right than Mark Reynolds. His vision is slightly better, albeit still bad. His discipline and clutch are good, but the fact that he can play all those positions, can hit for average, can hit for power, and like with Mark Reynolds, the ball flies off this dude's bat, at least for me. He doesn't have any quirks, which does kind of stink, but all in all, just because of his flexibility, he does come in at number 3 on this list. Number 2, we have Justin Bour. Now, he is another one of those first base missions that just recently came out. I think he was in the last batch of them for first baseman, and the dude just mashes. He can't play any other positions. He's a first baseman only. 62 fielding. The arm, like I said, it doesn't matter. He is really slow at 17 speed. However, he has the best vision of anyone we've seen at 57. Discipline is good. The clutch is great. Power is 85 and 88, slightly worse than Carter, and definitely worse, especially versus right, than Mark Reynolds. However, he has the best contact versus right and the second best contact versus left we have seen. So because of all that, he's just like a really good hitter. He's a gold hitter. He has quirks of bomber and pressure cooker. I do like the bomber quirk. That's a good one. But yeah, the power is legit with him. And like I said, he's one of those guys, the ball just seems to fly off his bat. I say that like a lot of these guys I'm mentioning in the video, it's because I like them. There are certain guys, Paul Molitor, the ball just dies when you hit it. And I know like he doesn't have amazing power, so maybe you wouldn't. But there are power guys where the bat, I mean, the ball just doesn't come off the bat you would expect. Bour and like Rodriguez and Reynolds, definitely not the case. The ball seems to just, like I say, explode off the bat from those guys. Because of all how good of a hitter he is now, he doesn't have the flexibility as like Sean Rodriguez or anyone else. He doesn't have a secondary position. He is number 2, but he's a great first baseman to use. Number 1, was there any doubt? Jim Edmonds. You're like, K Nasty, Jim Edmonds, first base? I never knew he played first base either, but it's a secondary position. He's a center fielder by trait. He can play first, left, and right. On my team, he sometimes plays first or he's on the bench. He's one of my favorite cards in the game. I don't know why. He is so good. Everyone I've ever mentioned to try this card, they have all said the same thing. I don't know why he's so good, but he's amazing. Every single person, they are shocked how great he is. You get him in the original Conquest, not Conquest Extreme, just the original Conquest. You get him, I think, 60 or 70% in. It's not hard to get. If you haven't already got him, go do the Conquest missions. They're not hard. They're not that time-consuming. They're Conquest 3-inning games. Get yourself this guy, even on at first. He'll probably be on this another episode when we get to the outfield. I haven't made it yet. I guarantee he's probably top 3. For quirks, he only has hitting machine, but the ball explodes off this dude. He crushes everything. Good contact, 79 and 81, 84 power versus right. He's a left-handed hitter only. He has 63 power, but he still hits lefties. I've never felt like him batting against a lefty was I guess you would say, wasn't an advantage for the pitcher. He was still doing what he needs to do. 62 vision, 63 discipline. It's the lowest discipline I think we've seen out of anyone. 66 clutch. Now, what he has that the other guys don't, a little bit of speed. Not a lot. That's 63 speed. 88 fielding, because he is a center fielder. He was an elite defensive outfielder. I can't wait for him to get a diamond card. That's probably going to be my favorite card in the game once his diamond comes out, if it does come out. He does have a good arm, like I said, in that situation where you need to throw it. And I actually like the fact he's left-handed. I want my first baseman. It's not a breaking point if not, but if like I could choose, I want my first baseman left-handed for the simple fact of like turning a double play. If it's a ground ball to first, they're already facing the right direction. They don't have to turn their body. As a left-hand fielder, you can just get the ball and your feet are already facing second base, and they can turn it quicker. You get that 3-6-1 double play or 3-6-3 double play, which is pretty common in this game. And I feel like diving to get balls to your left or right as first or third baseman is like almost impossible. So yeah, that's like the best thing to have in this game is a left-handed first baseman. I'm not going to be like not get a guy because of it. It's just a nice thing. And he is left-handed and he's an elite defensive player on a position that's not overly important, but the bat itself is so good. He has to be number 1. It's not even a question. If you guys have Jim Edmonds and you like him, drop a like on the video, guys. I want to see if we can get like 50, 75 likes on this. I guarantee a lot of you guys are going to really enjoy this card if you haven't already. But that's it for the video, guys. There's 5 budget, cheap, and I would say at least 4 dominant first basemen if you are on the right hands. I'll see you guys at the second base video, though. Take it easy. Peace.